Hello my friends, and welcome back to a continued blind Let's Play of Ace Attorney. Nope, not Ace Attorney, Phoenix Layton. Nope, Professor Layton and Phoenix Wright. Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. There we go. Woo! That is a mouthful to say, and I always forget which one comes first. That's why I got Layton on the left side and Phoenix on the right side, so I don't get him confused. I still get him confused. Regardless, it's the ultimate crossover we all waited for, the one that we've been building up to for a long time. We are in English Turnabout, the first section of Phoenix Wright game, as I guess the correct question we should ask is, what the heck is going on? I hope you're all having a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day today. After flying clear across the Atlantic, we finally found ourselves in ye old London. Nick was stuck working right up to when we left, so he's kind of tired. But I'm pumped and ready to get my sightseeing on. Even though he said he was only here for that attorney exchange thing and wouldn't have to appear in court, we still ended up in court, and Nick said I'm the one that would jinx us. Looks like we'll be back. We'll be defending Espella. All right, I'm ready and raring to go. Normally I put that in the intro, it's just that my first intro went too long, so it is what it is. What I saw at the crime scene. It's only natural that I missed the other crate. The lights in the cargo hold weren't on. Hold it! According to the rules, the lights have to be on, is that right? Heh, don't spread the news, but between you and me, I'm not very good with light controls on that ship. Even a security expert like me has their flaws, you know. So he just neglected his duty, huh? Did you say before that to focus or to emphasize a true professional? Yes, it's true, of course. Always focused, though precise, except when I'm cutting the odd corner. Let me eat my chocolate. I'm to be a well-balanced professional, you know. Yes. Even Lynch looks unsure of how to handle this guy. But of course, I had this. A guard's best friend is his trusty pocket watch. A guard's best friend? You mean that flashlight? Flashlight. It's a pocket torch. Ever watch crime dramas? Torchlight, patrols, and all that? I've always thought it looked so cool. In fact, that's why I became a security guard. Really? That's a unique reason. By the way, what about the chocolate smudges on the flashlight or torch? A well-prepared guard has a torch in his right hand and a chocolate bar in the left. It's like an emergency ration. I'm so hard on security issues that it tends to melt. So the flashlight is covered in fingerprints from his sticky right hand. The emergency light was on mine, so it wasn't dark, so I couldn't see. Hold it! An emergency light? Yes, the defendant and the crew member fought into the emergency light! Oh, yes, there are letters in the back of the room. Yes, sir, the cargo hold was faintly lit up by the little red light there. But the regular lights are on in this picture. Well, yeah, I switched them on before the police came. What? I didn't want to risk my career over my slightly different take on the rules. After all, I am an expert. It's all in the details. You're an expert, all right? Expert in bending the rules. I saw the girl stand right in front of the crew member as she attacked. Whoop. Whoa. Where am I? Whoa, where did this come from? I accidentally like messed up, but I ended up like did I do this one? It's only natural. I missed the other crate. The lights of the cargo weren't on.
Hold it!
According to the rules, light had to be on. Is that right? Don't spread the news. Between you and me, I'm not very good with light controls on the ship. Even a security expert like me has the flaws, you know. So he just neglected his duty. Did say before that, tip focus though. Okay, I did read this. Okay, my bad. It's just weird because it was not something I could skip. Like normally you can skip through things you've already seen. I didn't see this one. Okay. Sorry about that. I hit a button and hard to go backwards sometimes. I saw the girl saying right in front of the crew member as she attacked.
Hold it!
And you saw that clearly. Yes, I got there, opened the door, and then BAM! That's when it happened. I felt it in my shades. They spoke to me. Johnny, you're looking at a crime here. Ugh. Huh? Wait a second. You're wearing sunglasses? Yeah, what's a security guard without a pair of shades? These babies are part of me. Witness, you were patrolling the fighter with sunglasses on? Of course, I was. Whatever I do it with style. I make this look cute. Is it a bit of a vanity or crime? Did you wear specs for some reason? Vanity, I wear them because I'm short-sighted, I'll have you know. You've got that right, Flinch. So Johnny had sunglasses on in a dimly lit room. Do you think he actually managed to see anything? Not likely. Nick, check the court record. There might be a contradiction in Johnny's testimony. Yeah, good idea. So there might be a contradiction, huh? Witness, continue your testimony. And there was no one else in that room. Yeah, Johnny's word for it.
Hold it!
However, you didn't even notice the other crate. This one here. How can he prove there wasn't someone hiding inside that box? Not a possibility, I'm afraid. Huh? That wharf is fitted with CCTV cameras. The recordings from the night have already been examined. Not a single person was seen leaving the ship. If there are security cameras monitoring the ship, then why do they bother keeping Johnny around, Nick? Whoa, whoa, not so loud, Maya. Oh, for the window on our tutors. Yes, sir, that's right. Oh man, some guard he is. That prosecutor could have at least checked if the lights were on or not. Yeah, you know, maybe this hasn't been all that properly investigated. Huh? You think so? In any case, some things the guard said are kind of strange. Let's see what he says when I show him some evidence. Alright, so... let's look at the evidence. So we have chocolate fingerprints, which don't help. A laceration to the back of the head. Here, there, Something I've learned while playing Ace Attorney, although I don't always remember, look for adjectives or other things like that. Back of head, the girl stand right in front. How could you see her get hit in the back of the head when she was right in front?
Objection!
You're sure the defendant was standing right in front of the crew member? Absolutely. They were facing each other the entire time. Well, that's weird because it clearly contradicts his evidence. What? What do you mean? According to the victim's medical report, the blow was dealt to the back of the head, but it is a medical report, which means it could be changed. It's not an autopsy report, mind you. Partly because maybe they're Layton games, they don't want to see someone actually die. But it could still change. You know how autopsy reports are. The back of the head. Do you understand now how inept you are at your job? If they're facing each other, there's no way the victim could have been hit from behind. Yes, sir! Witness, can you offer an explanation for your horrible ineptness as a security guard? Yes, explain yourself. It's the first I'm hearing of this, you nincompoop. Yes, sir. It's strange, isn't it? I'm totally sure they were fighting face to face. I swear, there's a chocolate bar on it. It doesn't look like he's lying, but then... Hey, Nick, look at me. Ow! What are you doing, Maya? I was just checking if I could hit the back of your head while you were facing me. Well, you don't need to do that. It doesn't seem doable, especially if someone as vertically challenged as me. How about you keep your dangerous little experiments inside the head of yours, Maya? I kind of like living, thanks. Well, at least we've learned a couple of important things. First, that this witness is very unreliable, and second, that the prosecution didn't even investigate the case properly. He's just as bad as that other guy. Payne, yeah, that was his name, Payne. Not pain in but that guy was. If my gut feeling is right, there's much more to this case than meets the eye. Now is my chance. What should I do? The answer is... I mean, they're both good answers, really. I would say plea not guilty is probably best, but we'll go with the second one just to see what happens. I can't get ahead of myself. It's better to wait and see what happens. What are you doing, Nick? This is our chance. This is when you're supposed to point your finger and wave it in people's faces. You gotta do it while they're floored by that contradiction. Yeah, you're right. Your Honor, the defense asserts once more that the defendant Espella Cantabella is innocent. What? This is foolishness! Just who do you think you are anyway? Botsing in here with your ridiculous assumptions! Balderdash, I say! That's not how it's supposed to be! Huh? What did he just say? Did you say Boulder Dash? Not how it was supposed to be? All right, to this development, the court's opinion is the defendant is in no way clear of suspicion. However, the witness's testimony has obviously been proven very unreliable. That's more like it. Looks like I'm starting to win over the judge.
Objection!
Don't forget that the defendant admits all surely her guilt is beyond doubt.
Objection!
The defendant is just a schoolgirl. You can't get a confession on her alone? So far, we have established only one thing. That Mr. Smiles is neither an expert nor even a reliable witness.
Hold it!
In my long 6-month career as a security guard, never have my professionalism and expertise been questioned. Is this 6 months really past the probation period? You're saying Goldilocks there is innocent, in other words, that she didn't assault anyone. And that she didn't steal this toy. Isn't that so, Mr. Lawyer? Yes, at least. We have yet to see any proof that she tried to steal it. Ah, the dots. I got you there. Huh? What? Got me how? I have a decisive piece of evidence. The proof that the girl was trying to kidnap PC Badger. What? You did? Even Flinch is shocked. When I seized the girl at the crime scene, she was clasping this in her hand. She didn't seem to notice. And what would that be? It would appear to be PC Badger's tag, Your Honor. No, that's a merchandise. The mascot does have some sort of an old-footed tag attached. What's this engraved on the tag? Is that an address? Oh, you mean there's an address written on there? It would appear to be Scotland Yard's in the telephone number. It is Scotland Yard's mascot, after all. This tag, it's been ripped from one of PC Badger's toys? Yes, sir. The suspect was caught in the act of licking this very toy. The tag was ripped off during the fight. What? Then this tag is... What we have here is decisive evidence that she was trying to steal the cargo. No way! I wasn't expecting evidence like that.
Objection!
Witness? I was never informed of such evidence. If you had this in your possession, why did you hand it to the police? Sorry, Mr. Prosecutor, I am an expert at what I do. And my expert advice to myself was that I'd better keep this as my secret weapon. So I waited for the right moment to single-handedly settle this trial. Ag! Looks like Flinch and I are both in uncharted waters now. This tag is vital evidence. It will be added to the court record. Toy tag added to the court record. Tag torn from PC Badger. Espella was clasping in her hand when she was seized by Smiles. But isn't that just his word against hers? Defense, Mr. Wright, was it? Yes, Prosecutor Flinch. Your appearance in this court was a very hastily decided affair. Oh, that's true. That call from the Attorneys Association came out of nowhere. Perhaps in all the confusion, the request from your client escaped your attention. Were you not instructed to accept the sentence proposed by the prosecution? Come to think of it, Miss Darklaw did say something about that before the trial. She's pleading guilty, so there's not much that you need to do. I suggest you accept the punishment proposed by the prosecution.
That's what you asked to do. You even convinced us all of your skills so your good name will not suffer. Why not simply admit the defendant's guilty and call it a day?
Humph. What do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Depending on your stance on this matter, the court may now pass a verdict.
My stance? Well, that's something I don't need to think twice about. The answer is to obviously end the trial. I want to see what happens. I understand. The defense agrees to end.
That's
amazing. Oh. That's why you always choose the wrong answers if you can, because you get scenes like that you would have missed if you just said the right thing. Ugh, what are you doing, Maya? Oh, just conducting one of my dangerous little experiments. I want to see if a heavy pipe to an attorney's head would help him see some sense. Come on, Nick. If the trial ends now, Espella will be found guilty. Tell me you're not okay with that. I'm sorry, Maya. I have to respect the client's wishes. There must be a good reason behind Miss Darklaw's request. Nick! Miss Darklaw isn't your client. Espella is. Huh. That's right. The reason I'm here is to defend Espella and prove she's innocent. I can't let the trial end now. The defense requests that the trial continue.
What?
He needs his, hair to fly backwards like pain or something. The defense stands by its assertion that Espella Cantabella is not guilty.
Very well, Mr. Wright. If that's your desire, then I too have a request to make. Your Honor.
Yes, Prosecutor Fletch.
The prosecution calls its second witness.
Huh? Hey, wait a second. What about me? Come on, guys. Don't forget about Johnny. Let me start from the top. No detail admitted.
I suggest you leave the witness stand and go back to witnessing your crimes on television, you idiot.
Yeah. Yes,
I believe a break is in order. The court will now adjourn for about 15 hamburger breaks. Mr. Fletch, prepare your witness. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
The defense has no objections. Looks like Flinch finally got serious about this case. And that means the real game starts now. Are we gonna go back to Layton? Or is this going to be continued on? Nope, we're back here still. Love the music. Phew, I glad the first part's over. That witness was quite a character. I bet he loved to be one in a crime drama. He'd end up making it a comedy, though. I hated if poor Espella was found guilty because of his shanky testimony. But at least now it looks like we might be able to get Espella a not guilty verdict. Yeah, I hope that cheered Espella up a bit. Oh, the glares. Ah! Forgot about Darklaw. She's reading my newspaper. Maybe it's just me, but she doesn't look pleased. Oh, it's you. I appreciate your efforts, Mr. Wright. Thank you? But while I understood you tried to win this case, my drive?
This is not the time for your personal ambitions.
I
told you before, didn't I? That Espella is pleading guilty, and that you should accept the proposed punishment. This incident has already been settled between the school and the police. But Miss Darklaw, Espella could be innocent. Believe me, it will be in Espella's best interest if you end the trial as soon as possible. The more this trial drags on, the more traumatic it is for this poor girl.
I'm sorry? She may be saying that she's guilty, but is she really?
In any case, Mr. Knight, we don't want our school being shoved into the limelight because of this case. So if you could please refrain from picking at meaningless details such as that toy. Get this trial over with quickly. This is your client's wish, Mr. Wright.
I understand. I'll do my best.
It's a relief to hear that. Let's go, Espella. Yes, Miss Darkla. What the heck was like that all about? We've been busting our butts in there trying to prove that Espella's innocent and she expects us to give up now?
Why are you yelling at me, Maya? But when you think about it, Darklaw's acting very strange.
Her own pupils on trial and she just stands around reading other people's newspapers?
Yeah, what's she so busy reading about anyway? There's like nothing about Espella in that paper.
Was she checking soccer scores or something?
Football scores! Phoenix win England now. Get it right. Maya's newspaper, the front page article is about jewel thieves in London. The break is almost over. We better go back. Lynch looked really confident about this new witness. I'm Espella's defense attorney. I'll stand by her no matter what. Probably the other person who was attacked. Oh, okay, that's not good. That's not good at all. They're putting a spell on the sand, and she's like a zombie right now. She's so mind controlled or mind screwed somehow.
The court will now reconvene. Prosecution, is your witness ready?
Of course, Your Honor. Bailiff, please bring her in.
Oh, okay, good. Okay. Ooh, okay, I can deal with this. I can deal with this. Yeah, I thought this would be Espella on the stand, and I was like, oh, we're so screwed.
Witness, state your name and occupation.
My name is Olivia Aldente.
What an accent. I wish I could do half as good as what you just did, and I'm not going to be able to, so please forgive me. This is why I don't like voice acting sometimes in games, because then I feel bad, because I can't nearly do what these people do.
The warm winds of the Mediterranean Sea carry the spicy scent of a seafood stew. A hot Sicilian stew that soothes the hearts of sailors braving the raging waters.
She's kind of cool, I will admit.
Blessed be the Sicilian cuisine and il nostro mare.
So I do know that the Nostro Mare is a term for the Mediterranean Sea, right? Because back in ancient times, like Greek times, you would call the Mediterranean Sea the Nostro Mare because it's basically like bad waters or something. I mean, if you look at biblical history, for example, Paul was shipwrecked 3 times on the Mediterranean Sea. I mean, the Mediterranean Sea is not the safest of waters. And they actually even Rick Riordan actually calls it the Nostro Mare the Roman series that he wrote. Not the Percy Jackson, the Greek series, but Percy Jackson, the Roman series. So I do understand the Nostra Mare. Aldente, though. Isn't Aldente like spaghetti? Like when something's cooked al dente, it means like soft. I don't think this is gonna be a spoiler because I kind of know what this word means. So al dente and pasta. Huh? It means to the tooth? What? Al dente literally translates to the tooth. I've never heard that expression before. Describing pasta as tender yet firm and slightly chewy when bitten. So she's tender but firm. I don't know what that means yet. I don't know enough about her, and I'll probably forget her name in a few minutes. But to the tooth, I never knew that's what al dente actually meant. Huh.
Yes, Miss Aldente is supposed to cook out the fate where the crime happened.
Hey, cook, will I some menacing attire you wearing, Miss Aldente?
This is my work outfit. It gets very hot in the kitchen, you know.
It will be a pleasant change after that chocolate guard he got up my nose. Didn't even give me any chocolate. What a buffoon he was.
Nice to see the judge is remaining impartial.
Miss Aldente, discovered the defendant in the cargo hold when she went for supplies.
She found Espella? That would make her the crew member that Johnny saw fighting with Espella.
That is right, Mr. Wright. Miss Aldente was the first person to discover the intruder.
Then she is a victim of assault. Hit with a steel pipe, how cruel.
I love her, I mentioned this in other games before, but whenever I have like a character that I make in a game, usually I give her green hair because I love cyanic green hair. And I don't know if I like her seaweed green as much. I think it's a little bit too dark for me. But still, I'm a huge fan of girls with green hair, which means she's gonna break my heart, isn't she? Because she's a criminal. Yeah, it's probably gonna happen.
If I'd only had my perfect gift and knife with me at the time.
Oh, look at that! She's so cool.
I'd have shown her my exceptional coated skills. Yeah.
She is so cool. I like her. I like her a lot. Yeah, I do.
Nick, look at that. She's like an expert potato peeler. You better watch out around her.
I'll keep that in mind.
Witness will now hear your testimony. Describe to us what happened at the cargo hold.
Certamente grande way.
Would we be more French? Like I said, I'm gonna butcher her accent. Sorry, when I found the girl, I'm just going to apologize now to every Italian I know. I'm sorry. If you've been on my channel long, you know that I do my best, but I freely admit, I just am only able to do my best.
I went to the cargo hold to check the supplies. It was past 10 p.m. And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of them bizarre doors. She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her, and then she grabbed the pipe. She's a shot, but she fiercely swung the pipe at me, and I tried to dodge. But she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
According to the medical report, you suffered a laceration of the heart, correct?
That. It's covered at the chef at that, as you can see it now. But when I chop up the veggies, it hurts in the rhythm of the strikes. It's chop.
Well, that sounds most terrible, Miss Aldente.
I should have been more careful, but she looked like a little bit older girl.
Olivia is much taller than Espella. Yeah, Espella's about the same size as you. I may be short, but I'm well proportioned, and that's what matters. Whoa.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to present the decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. This is a photograph of the defendant's fingerprints on the steel pipe.
Bet you anything they match the chocolate fingerprints.
As you can see, the fingerprints are very clear. They were left by the assailant.
How the heck would you know that just looking at them? Where's Ema at? I need Ema.
They have already been examined and found to be those of the defendant.
Okay, never mind. I still need Ema. I want to double check.
Oh, well, that settles it. This is undoubtedly decisive evidence.
Wait, what? The fingerprints on the weapon are Espella's?
Just to put you in prison mind at peace, Mr. Wright, there were no other fingerprints.
The photograph shall be added to the evidence.
Photo of Espella's fingerprints on steel pipe.
Have I not warned you, Mr. Wright? Further examinations but a waste of time.
Nick, what do we do now? This evidence clearly points to Espella. Huh. We're pleading that Espella's not guilty. And if she's innocent, then this witness is lying. All we need to do is expose that lie. I've got to think straight and focus on finding the truth.
The defense may cross-examine the witness. While you do that, if you like FlightlessBird, remember to like the video and subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Yes, yes, indeed.
When I found the girl, I went to the cargo hold to check the supplies. It was past 10 p.m.
Hold it!
You had to check the supplies at that late hour? It must be tough being a cook. No, they say a thirsty sailor would drink the old Mediterranean Sea. Well, that's why I always need to make sure we're properly stocked up, sweetie. Is she making those sayings up?
The incident occurred at 10:20 p.m. when Smiles was doing the rounds.
I see, understood. And what happened in the cargo hold?
And I found that girl hiding and clutching one of the bizarre toys.
Hold it!
And this bizarre toy she was holding was none other than PC Badge, was it? The girl held it in a tight grip like a sea orc holds its prey.
Are you certain it was the defendant?
It was kinda dark in that room, but as for Neptune, it was air.
The witness was engaged in a face-to-face fight with the defendant. Even if the room was poorly lit, there's no doubt she would recognize her assailant.
Espella was holding PC Badger. Did she intend to steal it?
What did the witness do upon discovering the intruder?
She made as if to run away, so I tried to stop her. And then she grabbed the pipe.
Hold it!
The defendant tried to escape? She had nowhere to run though, because she was at the far end of the room. I'm really good at catching chickens and trying to run from the knife, so I caught her rapidamente.
And when you caught her, things took a violent turn.
Yeah, she was so small, you know, you wouldn't think she had it in her. There was a steel pipe propped against the wall right next to her. Was it the pipe from this picture? Yeah, she picked it up and held it both ends and then, She's short, but she physically swung the pipe at me. I tried to dodge.
Hold it!
You're sure it was the defendant that swung the pipe at you?
Objection! We know it was the defendant because the fingerprints were found on the weapon. And as you can see, she held the pipe with both hands just as witnesses stated.
I suppose fingerprints. That's some hard evidence, but then again. What is it, Nick? There's something about those fingerprints. Oh, it sounds like you're onto something, Nick. Don't get too excited, it's just a hunch. These fingerprints. They don't look quite right to me for some reason. I'm trying to picture that in my head. So the bottom fingerprints are your left hand, and the top fingerprints are your right hand, which means how would I swing a weapon? I would hold it like that, right? So it would be held in my right hand. So this person is right-handed. Espella swung this pipe while holding it in both hands. In any case, pray tell us what happened after Fed took a swing at you. Yeah, wait. If she was holding something else in her hands, how could she have swung it with both hands? But she hit me on the head. I blacked out for a few minutes.
Hold it!
Yeah, I'm gonna circle back on that in a minute. Do you remember the moment you were hit? Sort of. It was dark, so I'm not exactly sure how it happened. See, I'm clever with my fingers, but not that good at dodging steel pipe, so I got it. And you're positive there was no one else at the crime scene? Yep. That cute guard suddenly walked in, so then nonchalantly. Now that I think about it, the door suddenly opened and I turned towards it. That must be when I got it, so it was his fault. Huh? Oh, I'll have my revenge. This am I supposed to spend is too strong for human consumption. I don't think I would ever be able to taste chocolate afterwards. Giggle. I can't believe I just said giggle like that. I didn't mean to do that. What was that? That was me reading the line and trying to do the action while I'm reading the line without realizing that I'm reading the line and read. Oh man, that was. She says while smiling, scary. Johnny said he saw the moment Olivia was hit. Yeah, and he didn't see anyone else in the room either. So, when it came to, the couple had out the caps and the girl. There doesn't seem to be anything wrong with her testimony. Still. Got any ideas, Nick? This one piece of evidence has been on my mind. It's not something easy to see, but feels out of place. I didn't notice anything. I better take a second look at the court record. I got nothing concrete, just a hunch. To go on, but should I present that? See, it's weird because it doesn't say she's holding it in two hands here. Can I not look closer at it? Chloe's claps in her hand.
Objection!
Okay, so it's not that one. Your Honor, what do you think of this testimony? Oh, what do you mean? It's clearly a contradiction, I think. Working a face like that does not make your charge more credible. I'm not in good mood today, so I shall partially match with a penalty. Hey, don't take it out on me. Maybe it's this one?
Objection!
No? Like, I think I know what I need to say, I just don't know how to say it. Let's try actually using a hint for once. So what did that do? Oh. That's cool. I wish all Layton games had something like this. This would like really help out in some games. Oh, it also blocks everything out. Yeah, I already showed this though. Am I using, did I already show it on this one though, or did I show it on a previous one?
Objection!
Okay, I already showed it on that one. Because I'm thinking that she couldn't have swung it with both hands if she had that. So that's where my logic was. So I guess we gotta show the pipe. I don't know why we had to show the pipe though. I don't see why that's different.
Objection!
Yeah, I'm not sure why the pipe is the answer though, because I don't think, like, unless there's a jump in logic here, I think that what I'm saying though should have still worked. Well, let's see what this plays out. You claim that the defense swung the pipe at you. Well, that's impossible. Why do you say that, sweetie? The defense fingerprints were found on this pipe. However, there is a contradiction here.
A contradiction? Impossible! That is most interesting. Well, then the defense shall explain. What to the photo of the fingerprints contradicts the testimony?
Oh, I didn't even know what I clicked on. Shoot. I went, oh, I don't even know what happened. The position of the fingerprints, Your Honor.
Oh, the position?
According to the witness testimony, the defendant held the pipe like this. I'm so sorry. And the thing that I pressed a button to go to the next line without realizing it was popping something up, like auto events to text on me, and I apologize, or else I would obviously like look at that better. But hey, we got the right answer somehow. According to the witness testimony, the defendant held the pipe like this. In order to hit the witness on the head, she raised the pipe like so. That is precisely what she did. And then she struck from above. But here is the problem. Think about the fingerprints that she would have left had she done just that.
What? I get it, Miss Wright.
Are you saying that the fingerprints are too low? You could have hit it with the other end of the pipe. Look closely at the way I'm holding the pipe. In this situation, the fingerprints will look like this. The thumb is above the other fingers.
Indeed, there's no doubt about it.
Now take a look at the fingerprints that were actually left on the pipe.
Goodness, it's a thumb. It's...
Really? Okay, I don't think I would have ever realized that. Wow. To throw someone like that at you in the tutorial-like case? That's got to be one of the most devious moves I've seen the game do in a while. I actually thought I was mimicking that. Oh, you're right. You're right, my thumb would be to the right. I didn't even realize that when I was mimicking what it would look like. Yeah, that is weird.
Hello, the other fingers. What?
I mean, someone put her hands on it? That's right. Miss Aldente. What is it? Had the defendant attacked you as you described, the fingerprints would have been the other way around, which means something's not right with your testimony.
Order in the court. What is the meaning of this? These fingerprints were submitted as decisive evidence. How come this contradiction was not brought to light before?
No!
Miss Aldente, what do you have to say about this? Excuse me? Miss Aldente?
No arrow to bring out the full sweetness of the sweet potato.
Huh?
You use a pinch of salt.
Is she juggling a crawfish?
Interesting, right? Use the salt to make something taste sweeter.
I'm not following.
I remember it now. It was the other way around, not as you'd expect it.
Huh?
I'm sorry, I got a bit confused. You normally hold the pipe like that. But she's so small and the pipe is heavy, she held it the other way.
The other way?
No, like this. She held it in this way.
Like a samurai? So how would she hit you in the head like that?
Objection!
But you testify that she fiercely swung the pipe at you.
I'm telling you, I got confused. Olivia sorry, okay?
How can you mistake the way she held the pipe if she was right in front of you?
Oh, why did you go fry an egg? What does it matter? She held it one way or the other. You want to call it slightly salted sweet potato or salty potato, because it's still a sweet potato, no matter what you add to it.
The witness probably has a point, doesn't she, Mr. Wright?
Ugh. So, the defendant attacked the witness holding the pipe backhanded. It seems a bit unnatural, but it does make sense, I suppose.
Indeed it does, Your Honor. There's no problem with this evidence after all.
Does the defense agree?
If I agree there are no problems with the evidence, we'll be one step away from losing this case. There's gotta be a contradiction somewhere in that fishy testimony. Espella hit Olivia holding the pipe backhanded. I'm not sure where to go here. Only one thing to do, where there's a contradiction. I don't see the health bar up here, which means we're not gonna lose health if we choose this, and we're wrong. I can't prove anything now. Maybe I'll get another chance later. Wake up, Nick! It's now or never. Espella will be found guilty if you don't do something. But Maya, there's nothing I can do. I need evidence to prove a contradiction. I guess it's time to improvise. I'll raise the objection first and have a look at the court record when they ask me for proof.
Objection!
Well, Miss Aldente, I'm afraid that you're in a pickle now.
I don't really see why.
Adding a pack of lies to a testimony can turn things very sour for a witness.
It would seem the defense is prepared to prove its claim that there is a contradiction in this witness's testimony.
Correct, Your Honor. I won't know until I try.
The defense will now present evidence to the court. The evidence contradicts the assertion that the defendant hit the witness holding the pipe backhanded is...
backhanded. If she hit her in the back of the head, how would she know which way she was aiming?
Take that!
Miss Aldente, you previously testified that you were using that hat to cover the wound you received in the assault.
It's normal for signorias to cover up things they don't want others to see.
That's not at all. You also described the defendant as little, if you recall. That is to say, Miss Cantabella is at the very least shorter than you.
A good child and healthy, thanks to the wonderful Mediterranean sunshine.
Let me ask you then. How did a girl shorter than you, holding a heavy pipe backhanded, manage to land a blow to the back of your head? I'd say it's impossible. The fingerprints on the weapon show that the defendant held it backhanded. But even if she didn't, it is highly unlikely she'll be able to hit Miss Aldente's head like that.
Order! I will have order! What is your fetch got?
Even if it was highly unlikely, it cannot be proven that was impossible. Miss Cantabella fingerprints were found on the pipe, Your Honor. Nothing can change the fact that was the defendant who held the weapon.
Does that show? Does the defense have any comments?
I can't deny that. It's clear that Espella did hold that pipe. She held it like this, right? Why would she do that? It'd be hard to hit anyone like this. Huh. When she holds it like that, it looks as if... What, someone holding a flashlight?
The court recognizes the validity of the prosecution's objection. Fingerprints on the weapon prove that was used by the defendant.
Objection!
The defendant's fingerprints may be on the pipe, however. That doesn't prove she hit anyone with it.
Objection!
Nonsense! What else would she pick up a steel pipe for?
Objection!
Oh, I think I've got a pretty good idea.
Well then, the defense will elaborate on this idea.
What I say next will turn this trial around. The defense fingerprints were left on the weapon when she tried to defend herself, probably. I'm gonna say this one, though. It's weird how you don't have to double click. It's just a single click. That throws me off. When cornered by Miss Aldente, the defendant attacked her with the steel pipe.
So, what you're saying is that the fingerprints were left on the weapon when the defendant attacked, not when she committed assault? Isn't that the same crime?
It's the same crime, Mr. Not-So, right?
Mamma mia, you finally got it. It's really not my day. I can't believe I got that wrong. What's wrong with you, Nick? I'm tempted to hit you again with that pipe just to knock some sense into you. I'm sorry. I'll get it right next time.
Well then, the defense will elaborate on its idea.
Okay. You see how when that goes, this pops up? That's the problem I made last time. I went to click through this and this popped up. So I assume that she was trying to defend. I mean, they're both like the same answer. So I'm just gonna go with the, I think this one's the right one, but they seem like the same answer. Well, naturally, she held the pipe with both hands when she stopped it from coming down on her head. Oh!
Just stopped it?
With both hands?
That's right, like this. That's clever. Please take another look at this photo. These are not the fingerprints of an assailant, but rather the fingerprints of the victim was defending herself. And she's wearing gloves, which brings us to the conclusion that Miss Cantabella didn't attack the witness. No, she was in fact a victim, desperately trying to defend herself.
This cannot be!
And if Miss Cantabella was a victim, who was the real assailant? There's only one person who could have done it. The only other person at the crime scene was Olivia Aldente. It was you, wasn't it? Olivia is probably Olives, isn't it? Because she's Italian.
Yeah!
Order, order, order! If I can have order, the court will be adjourned. Be quiet, all of you!
You just don't quit, do you? Poor eel. A nasty lawyer like you should get the chop. I'm about to show you my knife up close.
Objection!
Have you lost your mind, Mr. Wright? The witness is the victim, not the assailant. There are no fingerprints on the defendants on the weapon.
Objection!
Look at the witness's outfit. She's wearing gloves. That's why she left no fingerprints. Yep. Hey, you prickly little sea urchin.
Objection!
But you cannot be sure that she was wearing gloves that night.
Objection!
The witness has called this her work outfit, so she must have been wearing it when she went to check supplies. You, devious lawyer, stupid as an eel. It was me because I had gloves on, and if that's the only one wearing gloves. She's like the only one in the courtroom wearing gloves. There was that guy. The guard, he was wearing gloves too. No, he wasn't. This is where the fingerprints come in.
The guard. Oh, that was the previous witness.
Oh, that's right. Clothes are part of the guard's uniform by regulation.
Yeah, but he doesn't follow the rules.
See, that guy Johnny, it was wearing gloves that night too.
Oh, what do you say to that, Mr. Wright? Since you're claiming the assailant is the person with gloves on, that would make the guard the suspect as well.
Could Johnny be the culprit? The answer is, it's impossible. Impossible. Johnny Smiles is not the culprit.
Why not? Anyone with gloves could have done it. Did you say that?
No, I didn't.
However, it does seem possible that the guard could have done it. He was wearing gloves after all.
I'm afraid that's impossible, Your Honor. And I have proof.
You do?
Fascinating. Let's see his proof if you really have it. Please enlighten us so why Smiles cannot be the culprit. Provide the proof.
The answer is the chocolate torch.
Take that!
Mr. Smiles is to put it nicely what you may call a free spirit. There is no guarantee he would follow the rules and wear his full uniform. And this evidence proves he did not wear gloves.
Wait, to throw that filthy torch at me?
Will someone please want the chocolate off this evidence?
No, Your Honor. This chocolate is the evidence.
What?
Mr. Smiles was snacking on a chocolate bar during his patrol. That's why his flashlight is in this sorry state. And covered in his chocolatey fingerprints. Therefore, we know that he didn't wear gloves when patrolling the ship that night. Rule-breaking, chocolate-loving Johnny Smiles was not the culprit.
What? That's ridiculous. It's too silly.
Objection!
Your Honor, the defense has merely pointed out a possibility to call this witness a criminal without actual evidence against his preposterous.
Objection!
The prosecutor's duty is to clear what doubts there may be regarding the defendant's guilt. And I have demonstrated that there is, at the very least, a possibility that the witness is not telling the truth.
Objection!
At the very least, Espella Cantabella is not innocent! As corroborated by PC Badger, the toy that she attempted to steal.
What was that? Did Olivia just freeze for a second?
Prosecutor Flights, explain to the court about this toy. There's no piece of evidence.
This is a stuffed toy the defendant tried to steal that night.
One of its legs would appear to be missing. The poor thing.
The mishap befell PC Badger as the witness and defendant were fighting. The captain of the freighter reported the damage at the defendant's arrest.
So this is the stuffed animal Olivia snatched from Espella.
I see. The court would like to hear the witness' testimony regarding this evidence.
Witness, your testimony.
All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and stop here. I thought we were at the end of the case. And I figured, okay, we can go an extra 10 to 15 minutes. But it may be a little bit longer than 15 minutes if we're in testimony. Probably going to be an extra 15 to 30. So it's a good point to stop. Besides, one of the cool things about this game is because it crosses over with Layton. If we finish early, we could always just start the Layton part without having to worry about starting a new case. So yeah, I'm good with that. I love you all so very much. Hope you have a wonderful, fantastic, amazing, awesome day. And I'll see you next time on a continued blind Let's Play of Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Hey, I got it that time. Woohoo! Until next time, so long and take care. Thank you for watching this video and being the #1 YouTube community in all of YouTube. Feel free to comment on what you saw and what you would like to see next. I always love to hear from you. And remember that you matter, you are brilliant, and you are loved. Always be true to yourself and never let the world tell you any different. Much love to you from your friendly, feathered, flightless bird.